I feel like for the past like couple weeks, my flow variations I've been focusing more on like quality of movement. I always want to focus on quality of movement. Control is super important in yoga, and it also contributes to our moving meditation. When you're in control, your mind is helping you stay there, right? So, anyways, today we're going to push it a little bit, but listen to your body. So, all the flows we take are going to be optional. And so make sure that you're listening and modifying where you need to, or just I'm going to be offering you different options. So play around with your body and see what feels better to you today. But yeah, we will be doing some more intense flow. I don't want that to scare you or anything, but I feel like over the past week or two, I've been taking it pretty slow just because that's kind of what my body was calling for. But today I'm going to just like kick it up a notch. So, anyways, good morning, Debbie. All right, let's begin. We're going to start in child's pose today. So go ahead and get on your mat, find your child's pose, whatever child's pose variation feels good for you this morning. So maybe that's with the knees together, with the forehead down to the floor. Maybe the arms are beside you alongside your body, or maybe you're crawling your hands forward, feeling that extension through the shoulders and into the back. Good morning, Mark. I'm glad you're here. All right. So as we just begin to settle in, feeling this nice grounding pose, you can always like stack your forearms if you like and rest your forehead on your forearms if that feels like more stable, more grounding, helps you to settle into this space a little better. Yeah, begin to find that soft breath here. I love this pose because not only does it take pressure off our lower back and our shoulders, physically it feels good, but mentally it allows me to drop into my mat pretty quickly because you have nothing else to face or look at but the floor below you, that support, that structure that we rely on all the time to be there when every step we take. Allow that to nourish you. Allow yourself to hear your breath, right? It's very audible in our child's pose. We can hear those inhales filling up our entire body, and we can feel them and hear them as they exit and flow away. So let that breath be really soft and expansive. So as we've entered into maybe week 4 or so of our situation right now of being safe at home, maybe some different feelings are starting to come up for you. Maybe at first, it was the shock of everything and we were kind of rolling through those emotions. So let's check in this morning to see what we're feeling today. Check in to see how our heart is doing. What kind of emotions are coming up for you? What thoughts are coming up for you? Have you noticed things that you've been needing lately that might be a little different than you needed last week? Or maybe it's different every day. For me, that's been the case. I think I know how I feel, and then the next day, it's totally different. And that's okay. Because we've never done this before. We've never, ever done this before. So offer yourself some compassion. Try not to get wrapped up in all of the shifts and changes. Be the observer. If you notice that your body is calling for some nourishment after the initial shock of everything, after that wave kind of rolled through us, maybe you need some warmth, some nourishment, and some nurture. And could you offer that to yourself today? And if you can offer that to yourself today, what would it look like? What would that feel like? how would that nourishment manifest itself? Some soft rounds of breath in and out. So, as we're here in our child's pose, if your body is all talking to you and is ready to come out of child's pose, you can at any time. Listen to your body. If you want to just come up to a seated position, you can, or you can stay just as you are. We're going to set our intention for our movement this morning. So, cue into your heart space. See what you're feeling. Maybe close your eyes wherever you are so you can allow yourself to drop inward more. Set that mantra, or maybe find that one word. And today, an example that I offer you is I will nourish my soul and I will fill my well. I will nourish my soul and I will fill my well. So let all the air go. Breathe it all away. Then take a deep, nourishing inhale. Let it fill up your belly, expand through your back ribs and your front ribs. Your chest rises at the top. Pause and open the mouth. Sigh it away to seal our intentions. Beautiful. As you inhale, begin to walk your body up to a seated position. So if you're not already there, come to your seat. Crisscross your legs. Begin to sit up nice and tall. If it feels better to you to sit on your feet and sit on your shins, you can. So as you inhale, draw those arms up overhead. And as you exhale, turn the palms away, push the air back down. Nice. Let's do that 4 more times. Link it to your breath. Inhale, arms come up. And as you exhale, turn the palms away, push it back down. Beautiful. Go as slow as you possibly can, but let your breath guide your movements. So maybe it's slightly off than mine, and that's exactly where it should be. Maybe you close your eyes to really feel the breath and let your breath be the boss for a minute. And on that last one, bring the palms to touch overhead. Hands draw down to heart center. Nice. We're going to bring the arms beside us. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the back of our right hand to our lower back. And then the left hand, the back of that left hand is going to come to the rest on top of that right hand at your lower back. So we got bend in both elbows, right? Our hands are at our lower back. Our hands are kind of like this on our lower back, right? The back of the hands are there. Okay. So I want you to just apply a little pressure through the back of the hands onto your lower back, and then allow your lower back to kind of push back into your hands. And as you do so, do you feel your shoulders light up a little bit and your arms light up a little bit? So it's not like a really strong engagement, just a little bit. So as you're here, try to draw your ribs in. Sometimes they want to flare out because we kind of want to lift our sternum and go into a back bend, but resist. So allow those ribs to stay just underneath you. Shoulders are away from your ears. Now from here, we're going to do some neck work. So as you inhale, I want you to sit up nice and tall, but try to keep that sternum underneath you. It's easy to want to flare into your ribs. Try to draw them in. Now, drop your right ear to your right shoulder and just see how it feels all the way through that left shoulder down into your left arm. Don't have to move much to feel it. Allow your chin to come to your chest, and then bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Find a deep breath here. In and out. Maybe you want to drop your head back if that feels okay, or maybe you take your chin down to your chest. Either way. And then we'll find our way back to our right shoulder, right ear, right shoulder. Try to draw your ribs back in if you feel them flaring out. A little bit of pressure at that lower back with the hands. And maybe you want to take your head back or to chin to chest, your choice. And left ear, left shoulder one more time. Now drop your chin to your chest. And this time we're going to round inward. So with our hands still at our lower back, just round inward, try to hollow out your belly. Let your shoulders really shrug forward. See how you feel the shoulder blades wanting to pull apart. If you like how this feels, stay. Or if you don't like it, then come out of it. It can be intense. Deep breath in. Maybe lean into it a little more if you're liking this sensation. And slowly come all the way out. Bring your arms out to the side and just roll out your wrists in one direction and the other. Perfect. Now reach your arms straight out. I want you to look out at your arms. Make sure they're in line with your chest. So they're not in front of you and they're not behind you. They're right in line with your chest. Just adjust a little bit here. We're going to start to twist our arms so our palms face the back of the room. Okay. Draw your shoulders away from your ears, then draw your ribs in so we're not flaring out, right? Our sternum is just underneath us. Check back with your arms now. Start to slowly push your hands to the back of the room, nice and slow. So your arms are engaged. You're extending through your fingertips. And we start to just reaching back just a little bit to feel those shoulders turn on. See how they feel here. Maybe reaching back just a little more. And then come back, bring them right in line with your chest again. Realign everything. Feel this clear channel from the crown of the head is just over the roof of the mouth, just over the heart, just over the belly button, just over the pelvis, right? So arms are reaching out, extend through your fingers, drawing your ribs in, and slowly begin to have your hands push back. Now realign your ribs, maybe keep pushing your arms back. Keep your chest close to your heart rather than letting it flare out, right? All right, come back to center. Let's bring those arms overhead and then roll your ankles out, or your wrists, roll them out overhead. Nice. All right, I feel like I want to take a back bend here so bad. So inhale, reach up, and then take those elbows nice and wide. Cactus arms, just allow your shoulders to really open and stretch out. Beautiful. We're going to open up our fingers now, hands overhead, and then draw your hands to heart center. So we're going to send this right hand out in front of us. Just grab onto the fingers and slowly draw them back towards your face. Just see how the tendons feel in the hands and in the wrists. Try to keep the eye of the elbow crease pointing straight up. Deep breath in. Long breath out. A little further, we tug those hands back. All right, now flip. So the back of the hand is facing forward. Just add a little bit with that left hand, drawing the fingers towards you. Deep breath in. Can you draw the fingers closer to your face? Just be gentle here. Don't need to take it to our edge. And then just roll that right wrist out. We'll do it on the other side. So left hand comes to the front of the room and draw the fingers back. Breath in. And can you send them deeper as you exhale? Shoulders are soft, neck is relaxed. And flip it the other way. Arm as straight as you can get it. Deep breath in. Soft breath out. One more. And slowly release. Begin to make circles with that wrist. Nice. We're going to find a tabletop position. I'm going to join you on my mat now. So come to tabletop. Shoulders are over your wrists. Hips are over your knees. Finding your breath, setting it up nice and strong through the shoulders. Pulling that lower belly in and making sure the feet disappear behind you. As you inhale, start to come forward, shooting your shoulders past your fingertips a little bit. Feel your fingertips grip the mat. And as you exhale, child's pose, hips towards heels. We're just going to flow that right there. So inhale, shoulders come past the fingers, come out of the hips a little bit. And as you exhale, hips towards your heels, child's pose. Inhale forward. And exhale back. One more just like that. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, moving back. All right, let's come to center. Find your tabletop. Reorganize, restack everything, right? Get everything lined up. So I want you to lift your left foot and just move that left foot, pivoting on the knee. Move that left foot to be in line with your hip, because we're going to start to pivot our body weight onto our left side. So send this right leg long. You can tap it down to the floor. Right arm comes overhead. So as you inhale, push that right foot into the floor. And as you exhale, reach through your fingertips, maybe rolling this right shoulder open. Maybe the gaze goes to the ceiling. If this feels okay, maybe you stay and really push strong through that left arm. Now we're going to start to engage our core and fire up through our core. So maybe we start to lift this right leg up so it's in line with your hip. Flex your right foot to engage the whole leg. Continue to reach in opposite directions. Inhale. And as you exhale, draw your knee and your elbow towards each other overhead. So try not to come forward with it. We want to remain stacked. So we're kind of making like this froggy shape. Inhale, reach out, extend. Exhale, squeeze your elbow towards your knee. They might not touch. That's okay. That's not the point. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze, elbow towards knee, right over you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. One more. Inhale. And exhale, use those external obliques to squeeze that knee closer. And then bring the hand down and the knee down. Find your tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart. And exhale, push the chest high. Rounding through the spine, chin to chest. One more. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Awesome. Now begin to pick up your right foot. Bring it over in line with your hip. Start to shift your weight onto that right side. Left foot to the floor. Left arm up overhead. Feel that extension. I like to really ground my left foot at first to feel the stretch all along my left side. Deep breath in, softness and extension through your exhale. Now, maybe you just stay here. This feels good. Stay. Maybe you want to start to fire up the core. So you lift that left leg up and be in line with your hip. Inhale, reach, and exhale, squeeze the knee towards the elbow right above you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Chest stays open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Right arm is strong. Chest is pushing away. Inhale, reach. This is our final one. Elbow towards knee. Squeeze it in. Reach it out. Inhale. And exhale. Plant that left hand down, left knee down. Tabletop. Find that cat and cow, drop your belly, lift your heart, or whatever movement feels good to you, whatever your back is calling for right now in your shoulders. One more round of breath to find your movement. Nice. Bring your toes to touch, your knees as wide as the mat. Sink your hips towards your heels, child's pose. Let's just feel all the rebound effect from what we just did. Let your body settle in. And cue into the sensations that you feel. Breath through the nose. Breath out through the nose. One more. Inhale, come back to your tabletop. Stack everything up. As you inhale, draw this right arm up to the sky. Open up your chest. Push through that left arm. And as you exhale, thread the needle. Right arm underneath the left. Right temple to the floor. You can stay here. You can begin to crawl this left arm forward, just like it was in child's pose. Or you can drape it along your lower back, maybe trying to reach for that right thigh, finding a little half bind there. Deep breath in. Can you soften through your shoulder? Can you get heavy into the mat? As you inhale, draw this left hand back underneath your shoulder and right arm reaches all the way back up. Open up your heart again and plant the right hand down. Nice. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. Open up. And as you exhale, thread the needle, left temple to the floor. Right hand can stay, or you can begin to walk it forward. Try to keep your hips over your knees. Maybe you want to drape this arm along your lower back, reaching for that left thigh. Deep breath in. Long breath out. As you inhale, right hand under the shoulder. Begin to push the chest up and lift the left arm. In. Drop that left hand down. Find a cat-cow or some movement that works best for you to reset your spine. Finding your breath as you move. Nice. Begin to tuck your toes. We're going to start to hover our knees. Active tabletop. Belly is pulling in. Push your chest away from the floor and then push your hands away from each other. Everything is engaged here. Deep breath in. As you exhale, send your hips towards your heels. Chest is pushing back towards the thighs. Hips go to the sky. Legs work towards straight. So we got our first down dog of the practice here. So play around with it. Find those little wiggle movements here, fidgeting, finding some flow a little bit, just to see how the body feels in our down dog today. Maybe you like to come forward to plank and then back to down dog a couple of times. Maybe you come high onto your toes and then push the heels down. But really drawing those hips up and back. Inner thighs are spiraling towards the back of the room. Triceps are wrapping in towards the underarms, so your shoulders stay down the spine. Now find some stillness. As you inhale, come high onto your tippy toes. And as you exhale, shift both heels over to the right and then push them down. So we're just taking a heel twist here. If you want to take it deeper, left foot steps behind the right, bend your right knee, deep breath in. Shoulders push straight back, chest straight back. Nice. Inhale, come to center, heels are high. As you exhale, shift them over to the left. Chest pushes back. Maybe you step the right foot behind the left with a bend in the left knee. Breath in. As you exhale, push through the arms, right shoulders rolling down. And come back to center. Find that down dog. As you inhale, we're going to start to walk the hands towards the feet at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Little soft bend in the knees. Inhale, rise up, high mountain, palms touch. Hands come down to heart center. Just take a moment to breathe in through the nose. Find any fidgeting. If you have to adjust your clothes like me, do it. But then bring your arms by your side. Let's find an active mountain pose here. Really grounding down through the four corners on the bottom of the feet, lifting your kneecaps, rolling that tailbone down and pulling that lower belly in. Ribs knit together. Fingers are reaching towards the floor as the palms face forward. The arms wrap in, just squeeze tight to the ribs. Every inhale draws the crown of your head higher, and every exhale firms you up. Feels strong. So I couldn't push you over here in your mountain pose. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more here. Inhale. And exhale, firm up. Inhale, draw those arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold through heart center. We're going to walk out to a plank. Walk all the way out to a plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Belly is pulling in. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk it back to your feet. Then stand all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, hinge forward. Walk out to a plank. Try to keep your feet as still as possible. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands back towards your feet. Stand all the way up, nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands, walk it out to a plank. We're going to just hold here for a moment. You can always drop those knees, but your belly's still pulling in, right? You're out of your hips. If your knees are lifted, we'll push through those back heels. Feel the kneecaps lifting. Remember, chest pushes away and hands push away from each other. Beautiful. Deep breath in and slowly begin to draw the body to the floor. All the way down, untuck the toes, top of the feet are grounded. As you inhale, lift your heart, baby cobra. And release the chin all the way down. Inhale to tabletop and exhale to child's pose. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale, push into your hands, tuck your toes, down dog. As you inhale, come forward to a plank. You can always drop your knees. As you exhale, lower the body with control to the floor. Squeezing your arms into your sides, ground through the feet. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your navel. High cobra, long through the back of the neck. So you don't have to lift the gaze or crunch the back of the neck. Draw the shoulders away from your ears, belly's pulling in. And slowly release all the way down. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, tuck your toes, hips go up and back, down dog. Find that stillness. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Shift forward on your tippy toes or just lean those shoulders forward like we did in our rocking child's pose today, and then come back to a neutral plank. So inhale forward and exhale back. One more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Let's lower down halfway chaturanga and then push back up to a plank. Lowering halfway down chaturanga. Squeeze those arms into the side. Belly's pulling in. Push through the heels and then lower the body all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes. Draw your hands back by your ribs. And inhale, push the body up off the floor so that hands and the feet are the only thing touching. Finding your up dog. Now draw your lower belly in. Yep, engaging through the bottom of the pelvis, even the lower belly, knitting the ribs in. Tuck the toes behind you. Pike the hips up and back. Find that down dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, little bend in your knees. Gaze forward. Step forward. Meet your hands. Find that forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up, high mountain. Palms touch, hands come down to heart center. Deep breath in through the nose and long breath out. Inhale, arms reach out and up, high mountain. Move through heart center as you fold. Inhale, plant your hands, right leg steps back, left leg steps back. Lower down halfway or all the way. Flip to the top of the feet, high cobra or up dog as you inhale. The exhale pulls you to your down dog. Breath in, stillness, exhale. Inhale, send this right leg to the sky and draw your knee tight into your chest as you roll forward. Plant this right foot by the right thumb. Start to scissor your inner thighs to fire up through the legs. Maybe you bring a block or books or two underneath the hands so you can feel expansive through the chest. So you can breathe here, but the legs are still working for you. The core is still working for you. Breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to plant this left hand to the mat and reach this right arm up to the sky. Find your high lunge twist. Keep drawing this right knee in. Hips sink nice and low. Pushing through that back heel. Inhale. And as you exhale, plant this top hand down. Step back to a plank. This is an optional flow. Lowering down halfway or all the way. Flip to the top of the feet. Inhale. Find your back bend. And as you exhale, maybe roll over the toes or flip to the other side of the foot and find your down dog. Breath in and breath out. As you inhale, left leg goes up to the sky, gazing forward. Tuck that knee into your chest nice and tight. Then bring the left foot to meet the left thumb. Start to set up your legs so that they're strong, right? Hop to your fingertips, finding your high lunge, or maybe you find those blocks underneath your hands. Want to feel expansive through the chest here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, plant the right hand down. You can bring the left hand to the lower back at first, or just send that left arm straight up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, one more. Plant this left hand, stepping back to a plank. This is an optional flow. Listen to your body. Lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, high cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Breath in. Breath out. A little bend in the knees, gazing forward. Maybe you want to go for the jump forward or step forward. Find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Find your high mountain, palms touch. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to move into an awkward pose. So arms come straight out in front of you at shoulder height. Glue those fingertips together. Bring your feet out about hips width distance apart. And then begin to sit back and down into your chair, that imaginary chair. Now, I like to bring my hand, one hand my lower back, one hand my belly, and really feel that tuck of the tailbone underneath you. Once you feel that, just keep it there. Bring those arms back out at shoulder height. Let your hips settle in. Draw your shoulders back and down, but don't lose that pelvic tuck. Deep breath in. Can you settle more? One more breath. You got this. Breath in. Settle on your exhale. Inhale lifts you all the way back up. Just release those arms out. Maybe shake them out a little bit. Inhale, arms draw up overhead and move through heart center as you exhale and fold. Inhale to a halfway lift and exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back. We're in our plank, lower down halfway or all the way. High cobra, up dog, inhale. And exhale, down dog. Breath in. Stillness on the exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, draw the knee tight into the chest. Right foot lands by that right thumb. We're going to come up to our warrior one here. So plant this left heel down and inhale, rise up through the arms. Warrior one. Start to settle in through the outer edges of the feet. If you need to, walk this left foot out a little bit. If you like your stance to be a little shorter and a little wider, this provides more stability. Let's see what works for you and your body. You can always keep your hands at heart center, or you can reach them up to the sky. But pull that lower belly in. So just like in that awkward chair pose that we were in, we had that pelvic tuck. You want that here as well. So we take any pressure out of the lower back so we're not dumping into that front thigh, right? Deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your lower back. Interlace your fingers or grab onto opposite elbows, proud chest. And exhale, begin to hinge forward. Let's take a humble warrior here. So drawing your knuckles up to the ceiling. You can bring this right shoulder to the inner right thigh or inner right knee. If you can go down as far as bringing the shoulder inside the knee, make sure we're still drawing our right hip back so it's not jetting out to the side. We're still keeping it under our body here. Another breath in. And can you take it to your edge as you lift those knuckles up to the sky? Inhale with control, rise all the way back up. Bring the arms overhead. Open up to a warrior two. So walk this left foot back a little bit. It's now parallel to the edge of your mat. Line up your feet so the right knee would intersect with the left arch of the foot. Reach out. Settle in. Deep breath. Find that stillness. Find that still gaze, something that you can focus on. And you don't grab onto it, though. Don't grasp it so tightly with your gaze. Just find a spot you can focus on, but let your gaze be soft still. Now flip this front palm up. Reach it up overhead. Reverse your warrior. Deep breath in as you still find the deep bend in the front knee. And exhale, lean it back. One more, inhale. And as you exhale, windmill your hands down. Keep exhaling, right foot to right thumb on the exhale. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway down or all the way. Inhale, high cobra or up dog, and exhale to down dog. Breath in, stillness, exhale. Inhale, left leg up, left foot, left thumb, right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Find those little adjustments that you can make. Fidget a little bit as you organize your body, and then stillness. Yes, you can be in the pose and really feel the goodness that we feel here. Softness through the shoulders and strength through the legs. Now draw your hands down behind you, their grasp, and interlace your fingers or grab on opposite elbows. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to hinge forward, finding that humble warrior. Knuckles rise up to the sky, open up your shoulders. Maybe the shoulder comes close to the knee, but try to keep that left hip underneath you. Don't let it jet out to the left. Keep it tucked in, belly still pulling in. As you inhale, push through your feet, rise all the way back up, arms overhead. Open up, warrior two. Adjust your stance, right? Maybe you find more distance between the feet. Gazing over the front fingertips. Stillness. As you find into the pose, settle in and let your body be quiet. Let your gaze be soft. Flip the front palm up. Reach the left arm up overhead, right hand along that thigh, or maybe you go for that half bind here. Another breath, deepen into the front thigh, and the exhale takes you further back. Inhale. Now long exhale, windmill your hands to the floor, left foot steps back, still exhaling, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, high cobra or up dog. And exhale to your down dog. Inhale, little bend in your knees. Maybe you take a step forward. Gaze past your fingertips. Maybe you jump up or float up. Find that forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Feet are hips width distance apart. Sink your hips back and down. We're going to take regular chair this time. So bringing those arms overhead. Feel that tuck of the tailbone, right? The chest is lifting away from your thighs. Breath in. And as you exhale, fold. Inhale, plant your hands. Really push your chest away. Come high onto your tippy toes. If you want to go for a jump back, now's your time to do it. We have jump back to chaturanga, or you could slowly tiptoe back to plank and move through an optional flow. Halfway down or all the way. Inhale to find your back bend, and exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot, right thumb. Inhale, windmill up to your warrior two. So spin this back heel down, settle in just for a moment. Flip the front palm up, reverse your warrior. Now as you inhale, we're going to come forward and find our half moon. So get your block, place it just about a foot or two in front of your right toes, and begin to push off with that left leg. Ooh, really ground down through that right big toe. Left foot is flexed. Maybe you keep the left hand at heart center at first. Once you find your stability, you can let that left arm reach to the sky and start to play around with your gaze. Maybe the gaze can track towards that left thumb. Now, as you're here, you can stay if this is a challenge and you want to stay focused. Or if you want to take it further, take a bend in that left knee. Grab onto the top of the left foot and begin to kick into the hand. Still grounding really strong through the right toes. Deep breath in. Kick a little harder. You've got this. Now, with control, slowly release the grip on that foot. We're going to return to our warrior two. So quietly drop that left foot to the mat. Warrior two. Windmill your hands to the mat, step back to a plank, move through an optional flow, halfway down or all the way. Inhale, high cobra or up dog, and the exhale pulls you to down dog. Breath in through the nose, breath out, push your chest back, push your heels down. Let's take one more breath there. Inhale, Side away. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, left foot, left thumb. Right heel to the mat, warrior two. Spin all the way up. Beautiful. Settle in just for a moment. Flip the front palm up. Reverse your warrior. Try to feel nice and controlled. Quiet breath, quiet body. Now begin to push off. Find your half moon. Set up your block where you need to. Maybe we bring the right hand to heart center first, then find your kickoff. Find that grounded left big toe. Right leg is strong and flexed. Maybe the top arm starts to lift. Keep rolling this right hip open. Ground, don't let it throw you off. That left toe is so important, that left big toe. Ground it down. Now, if you want to stay here and this feels good, stay. Challenge yourself. Or begin to grab on top of that right foot. Kicking into the hands. Strong left leg. Belly's pulling in. We got another breath. Super controlled movement here as you slowly let go of that right foot and step it back to your warrior two. Quietly land it. Warrior two. Beautiful. Now windmill your hands to the floor. Left foot steps back to your plank. Halfway down or all the way down, we lower. Inhale, high cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring both knees to the mat. Find your child's pose. Take a sip of water if you need to. Recollect. Relocate your breath. Offer yourself some nourishment, some nurture. Breath in and breath out. All right. From child's pose, we're going to come to tabletop here. We're going to move into tabletop bow. So send this right leg straight back and reach the left arm out in front of you. Spinal balance, really pull that lower belly in. Feel the little shakes and shivers as you kind of pivot left and right a little bit, but stabilize, stillness. Then take a deep bend in this right knee. Reach the left hand back, grab on top of that right foot. Begin to kick really hard into that left palm. Push your chest away from the floor because we want to dump into the right shoulder, right? But we're still staying focused to keep the body away from the mat and then kick the right foot into the left hand. Stabilize through your breath. Kick a little harder. And with control, slowly reach all the way back out and then place the left hand down, right knee down. Drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, chin to chest, spine high. Come to neutral. Let's take that through on the other side. So as you inhale, left leg goes back, hip height, flex the foot. Right arm reaches straight out in front. Find a moment to stabilize. Then take a bend in the left knee. Reach back with that right hand. Can you catch your grip on top of the foot? If you can't catch the grip, then just squeeze the hand and the foot towards each other. This is where you would stay. Or once you catch your grip, begin to kick into the palm, right? Now keep pushing through that left arm. Left shoulder's plugged in. Belly's pulling in, kick to your highest. With control, we reach the arm and the leg back out. And then plant the hand, plant the knee, child's pose. Maybe you move through cat-cow if that felt good to you, or if you just need to release, bring the forehead to the floor, knees together, bring your arms beside you. Let your shoulders release. Let your wrists release. Maybe roll out the wrists, make fists with the hands and let them go. Breath in, breath out. One more. Let's walk these hands out in front of us, see where we're going next. Okay, we're going to come to down dog. So tuck your toes, send your hips high, gazing forward. You can jump forward or walk forward. We're going to find a forward fold at the top of the mat. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, arms reach out and up, high mountain, palms touch. hands to heart center. So we're moving to a balanced challenge here. So ground down through your left foot and then lift up your right knee in line with your hip. Make that 90-degree angle through the right leg. Flex the toes towards the face. Arms are beside you. You can stay right here. You can start to kick the foot out and hold the leg there. Or if you want to grab onto the bottom of the foot, you can. We bring the chest to the thighs. Then grab onto the bottom of that right foot and kick the heel straight out in front of us. Left leg is strong. Now start to hollow out your belly and round the torso towards that shin, forehead towards the shin. Deep breath in, breath out. Slowly come all the way out of the pose, drop that right foot down, walk out the left ankle, the right ankle. Find some stillness. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. Reset. Ground down through your right foot. Left knee raises up. Flex your left foot so the leg stays engaged. You can stay here. You can kick the foot straight out and hold it there. You need to engage your core to use that core to help lift the leg. Or if you want to go for the foot grab, thigh to chest to thigh, and then kick the foot out. So we want to really keep this left ankle in line with our left hip so we're not reaching that left foot to the sky here. It's right in line with our hip. And then we bend through the elbows and curl the upper body towards that shin. Find your breath again. It's okay if you fall out of it. With control, release the grip on the foot, stand all the way up, and then place the left foot down. Begin to walk it out. Nicely done. Find some stillness in your mountain pose. You can close your eyes. Just feel the sensations to the right side and feel the sensations to the left side. Notice the difference. And as you find your next inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Lead with your chest all the way down. Inhale, plant your hands. Quietly step back or jump back is an optional flow here. Inhale to find your back bend, and exhale to down dog. Inhale, gazing up towards those fingertips. You can step up or jump up, forward fold. We're just going to take a deep bend in those knees. Deep, deep, deep. Let the hips come all the way down to the floor. Nice. Sit your sit bones down. We're going to come into modified boat. So with the feet down, we start to tilt the upper body back. Chest is lifting, shoulders are back and down. Maybe you stay right here, or maybe you start to lift the feet. The shins are parallel to the floor. You can stay holding on to those thighs, or you can reach your arms out. But find a place to stabilize. Really drawing the sides of the waist towards the midline of the body. Chest is still lifted. Maybe take your gaze to where you want your chest to go here. Find that sweet spot. And then stay there. We're going to start to do some toe taps here. So inhale, right toes tap down, and exhale, left. Inhale, right, exhale, left. We got 7 more. 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Bring both feet to the floor. Let the body rest over the legs, over the thighs. Let your chin hang heavy towards your chest. Deep breath in and long breath out. All right, come back to that modified boat. So just start to lean back a little bit. The feet can stay grounded or they can lift. Arms reach out. Inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly lower to the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head touches down, knees pull into your chest. A little rock left and right. Arms are beside you. We're going to send these legs straight up to the sky. Flex those feet towards your face. And then start to lower the legs down. Find your spot where you say, that's good, right there. For you, the more intense it is, the feet are closer to the floor, right? So we're going to flutter or scissor kick our legs. So the left foot comes over the right, and then we switch right over the left, okay? For 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and squeeze those knees into your chest. Hug them in nice and tight. Crisscross at your ankles if you know you want to take a back bend, or a jump back. Grab onto the back of the thighs and begin to rock and roll, full length of the spine. As you rock up to your seat, you can take a jump back, planting the hands, jumping back to your chaturanga and moving through an optional flow, or just meet us in down dog. Listen to your body, allowing it to take what you need. As you inhale, come forward to a plank, lower the body to the mat. All right, release those feet. Top of the feet are grounding down. Arms are beside you. Palms are face down. Let's move into a full locust here. Inhale, start to lift through the chest. Start to lift through the feet. Inner thighs squeeze towards each other as the toes rise up. Arms can start to reach back behind you. Stay here. Deep breath in. Lift the shoulders a little higher, the feet a little higher. To your highest. And slowly release down. Bring your right cheek to the floor. Let your heels drop out, the palms face up. Breath in. As you exhale, let gravity pull all that stale air out of you. As you inhale, bring your chin or your mouth back to the mat. Flip your palms down. We're going to take full locust again. So inhale, start to lift your chest. Start to lift your legs. Start to lift your arms. All right, now we're going to bring these arms overhead. So as you inhale, bring the arms overhead. And as you exhale, bring them back behind you. Still keep lifting through your chest. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reach them back, stabilize. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back, lift to your highest. Feet, shoulders, lift a little higher. Slowly lower down, left cheek to the floor. Heels drop out, little wiggle through the hips, left and right. Perfect. Now, bring your arms out to a T on the floor. Then bring this right hand underneath your shoulder and begin to turn onto your left side. Pushing the floor away, the left temple stays down, your head is heavy to the floor. So this is just a really deep shoulder opener. And if you want, you can stack your right foot on top of your left. You can take a deep bend in this right knee and plant the foot behind your left leg. This right arm, you can drape it along your body. You can keep it on the floor in front of you if that feels better. Just really lean into the left side. Maybe close your eyes. Find that expansion through the shoulder as you inhale. And softness as you exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now come all the way back down. Right hip to the floor, right arm out to the floor. Bring your right cheek to the floor. Left hand underneath your left shoulder. Begin to roll onto your right side now. Allow your head to remain heavy on the floor. Maybe you take a deep bend in the left knee and plant the foot down. Decide where you like this left arm and left hand, where it feels good for you. And keep rolling into that right shoulder here. Using the weight of the body to help open it up. Expansion as you inhale. And softness as you exhale. Another breath. Slowly bring this left side of the body all the way back down. Bring your arms beside you. Take a deep bend in your knees so your feet are up to the sky. And then windshield wiper your feet back and forth. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Lift up to a tabletop. Bring your sit bones down to the floor. We're going to send our legs out long in front of us. Left heel towards the left corner, right to the right. Arms reach out in front. Sit up tall. And as you exhale, round your spine down to the mat nice and slow. Once your head reaches the mat, then draw your knees into your chest and hug them in tight. Rock left and right. Both feet come flat to the floor. Walk your heels close to your sit bones. Now send this right leg straight up to the sky and cross your right thigh over your left thigh. So you're wearing your fancy skirt today, okay? Now draw both knees in towards your chest. I'm going to reach out and grab onto the bottom of my feet. So the pinky side edge of both feet is where I'm catching my grip here. I like to send the bottom of my feet in opposite directions so that the bottom of the feet are facing opposite walls. And then draw those knees into your chest. My elbows go wide. Shoulders relax on the floor. Head is heavy. Let your lower back be heavy into the mat. You should feel this through the outer hips. Now close your eyes and soften through your face. Breath in. Slow breath out. One more here. Slowly unwind the legs. Maybe you just pull your knees into your chest to reset everything. Feet go flat to the floor. Walk your heels close in. Left leg goes up. Cross your left thigh over your right thigh. Then draw both knees in towards your chest. If you can, grab onto the outer edges of the feet by the pinky toes, or maybe you grab onto the shins and then help the knees come in there. Many options here. Shoulders relax. Head is heavy. Lower back is grounded. Elbows go wide. Softness in the breath. Softness in the body. Final breath. Gently unwind the legs. Pull the knees into your chest. Bring these feet flat to the floor. Let your arms come out to a T beside you, and then draw your knees over your hips. Feet are in line with your knees. Make that 90-degree angle with the legs. And then allow both knees to drop over to the right. Now, if you like, you want to bring your hips more in line with your shoulders. You can lift your hips and scoot them back, like towards the left side of the mat, and then bring the knees down if you like. You can even straighten this top leg, the left leg, and you would grab onto that left big toe with your right finger. Gaze to that left hand. Now let your shoulders go. The next breath in is a breath that nourishes your entire body from head to toe. It's warm and it's kind and it's loving. Slowly bring your gaze back up to the ceiling. Bring both knees back over your hips. Feet are flexed, arms to a T. Knees fall over to the left. Adjust any way that you like. Maybe you draw the hips back towards the right a little bit. Maybe you place a blanket underneath or in between the legs to feel more supported there. Maybe this side you straighten the right leg, grab onto that right big toe with the left hand. Take your gaze to the right. Breath in and breath out. Nourish your body. Nourish your mind. Replenish your well. Inhale, the gaze goes to the ceiling. Draw your knees into your chest. Hug them in nice and tight. And then slowly let your left leg go long on the floor. Let your right leg go long on the floor. Let your arms release beside you. Maybe you draw your heart up to the ceiling and just snug your shoulder blades close to your spine. Take any pose that feels most comfortable for you right now. So maybe that's a fetal position on your right or left side. Maybe that's coming up to take a seat, sitting cross-legged. Maybe it's a belly down shavasana for you today. But let your breath fill you up. Allow it to be tender. Allow it to be loving. Give yourself permission to feel held in this space. Listening to what your body is really craving. What does it need? What does your heart need? And what would it look like to nourish that? As we enter in Shavasana, allow for some time of silence. So stay just as you are and enjoy. I will mind the time and give yourself permission to stay. As you find your next inhale, draw that breath all the way down to your toes and begin to wiggle your toes. Roll out your ankles. Another breath sends to your fingertips. Begin to wiggle the hands, roll out the wrists. Rock the head left and right. Taking a moment to thank all those who joined us today, this morning. I thank you for letting me guide you this morning. May you continue to nourish what your body needs and what your heart needs today. May you continue to fill up your well. And the light within me, it honors and recognizes each of you. Namaste.